Hello and welcome back to the Cove with more EU4 Lost IDs of Odin. Well, we are back at war as expanding is a necessity. We are currently at war with a handful of tribal nations, so we're currently sieging down about half of them, which will be very good. One of them is indeed the war goals, so that should be nice. Otherwise, well, we've got a little bit of spy network and some free diplomats, so I think it may be wise to start building spy network and making sure that our sieges do not take longer than necessary. So since we've now just started spying there, let's also go ahead and I believe... Yeah, let's just see. Yeah, I believe we can fabricate a claim against these fellows. So that's exactly what we are going to do. An extra claim will make it a little bit cheaper when we bring that on into our nation. So that will be ideal. And that leaves us with 2 claims, so that should be good for our expansion. As opposed to that, let's see, we also have spy network against Mohawk, of which, yeah, we're definitely going to take a claim or 2 from them. That would be quite desirable, and then I guess in a couple of days, yeah, there we go, in a couple of days we will start spying on, who do we think, Cree or Ottawa? I'm thinking Cree might be who we start spying against. Yeah, there we go. And then we'll deal with Ottawa in a little bit. Alright, so either way, with all of that sorted, we're in a pretty good position with everything considered. We've got solid amounts of manpower, very close to maximum, where we have a couple of sailors as well, which we should probably go ahead and build a ship or 2 in the near future. Our prestige is looking mediocre, and legitimacy is also pretty good. But either way, there is the war goal, so that brings us straight up to 24%. That is excellent. Let's see, that should start ticking on up any moment. As for you there, let's just quickly double check again. We are waiting on, is it ideas? Yeah, I think it was ideas. So how long have we got then? Until May of this year. That'll give us some tech cost reduction. That'll be nice. We are paying a very hefty amount as we are yet to embrace the Renaissance. Technically speaking, for 91 ducats we could. So I guess it'll depend on how much money we make from this war. We'll see if we embrace it immediately and then pick up some more tech, because that could be rather helpful. So let's bring you... Oh, wait a second. Another thing. Okay, we do have war taxes enabled right now. We're not making money, but we're not losing money either. We have no loans to speak of, which is quite desirable. So with that in mind, let's see. Technically speaking, if we're paying an extra third, I think that's what, 600 is our base cost plus 30%. We'll call that around, what, 180? So I believe we could in fact pay for, yeah, we could pay for technology right now if we did embrace the Renaissance, and that would still leave us with enough military power left over to maybe even hire a general. So I think that that is something that we will do. We'll go ahead and we'll recruit a general, a 1200. Nothing phenomenal, but I guess it does help, and we'll march him off towards that fort there. Alright, so, oh, hang on a second. What have we got over here? Castile? Oh dear, okay, so it does look as if the Spaniards have arrived. Oh yeah, there we go. That is Bermuda. Alright, we're going to have to be quick if we're going to take a few things. I'm almost tempted to see if we could maybe work our way down to the Caribbean and start working on that. Of course, that is highly unlikely at this stage because apart from the fact we do not have a spare colonist right now, our colonial range is 20 off. So let's see, how far could we travel if we so desired? Hang on a second. Why does it not show us? Hang on a second. Okay, 177. I guess we can... Oh, we can bring it up to 160. Okay, so technically we can reach. We might maybe see about... Grasslands wouldn't be bad. Oh, hello. A trade port with 11. Hang on a second. 213. Oh, Havana's just a slight bit too far. But you know what? If we start establishing ourselves, that could be rather good. The question is, though, do we need to continue on expanding across here? I don't see any sign of the British, so at least we don't have the British making their way here. And I'm not seeing any of the Portuguese either. Yeah, in fact, they could just be explorers and they may not be able to get anyone marching their way across just yet. Yeah, they've just started. Yeah, they've just started with that there. So we've still got a little bit of time, but again, we do need to be aware of the issues. Alright, so expansion is very, very necessary. Alright, so colony self-sustaining. Hip Hip has extra prestige. That'll allow us to core this here. Money is now in the positive. We also do get the nice little bonus of... what was it? I believe we picked up the age discovery. Yeah, here we go. Colony development boost +1. Yeah, anything we can to get a solid hold. Alright, so with that in mind, where do we want to move to next? Yeah, we do need to expand. We're going to start fighting Mohawk. We might be able to take a good chunk of land from them and then expand internally. Let's see. There is a port, a natural harbour there. 22 days wouldn't be the end of the world. We do have the province beside. That would give us some nice solid bonuses. That could be good. Build up some of our trade power in Chesapeake Bay. That would also mean that these guys... Wait a second. Are they our allies? Yeah, they are our vassal. We can integrate them rather comfortably. Alright, so I guess that'll be fine. The only other question is, do we go for somewhere like this? 6 development versus 10. Alright, well, I think we have to go with this. And it looks like there is a strait as well. Hang on a second. Oh, wait, no, that's over here. Never mind. I just got a little bit confused. I think this could be our best bet. Yeah, 10 development overall. That's really good. Local trade power. Aggressiveness is pretty high. 2% chance per month isn't bad. Yeah. That said, though, better than the 7% it would have been otherwise. Alright, you know what? We should probably go ahead and take it. We're definitely going to beat any other colonist there, so we may as well do what we can. Let's see. You are... No, you... Oh, wait a second. Oh, those are our allies heading over to the siege. Alright, well that is good. Maybe we could Well, you know what? He's actually got some pretty good siege value right there. Let's go ahead and... Do we go for a U-turn and head straight to Ottawa? Yeah, you know what? If they want to go ahead and siege things down, we can do a little bit of a base trade if that's what they want. Yeah, it looks like they're going to siege down our subject. Not exactly the most intelligent move, but if it's what they want to do, I will not prevent them. And if we're lucky, and the answer is yes we are, we can go ahead and take our troops and make sure they do not devastate our lands too much. Alright, so we can go ahead and pick up our next expansion idea, which, don't get me wrong, I would love to get workshops up and running. But this next one here, this gives us extra colonists, extra settler chance, as well as that very beautiful technology cost reduction. So, well, that's a bit of a no-brainer. We're going to go ahead and collect right on that. An extra colonist as well does mean we can put ourselves into debt more swiftly if we desire. And then trade power and less autonomy in territories. That is going to be very, very good. And unfortunately, no policies yet, because of course we need a second idea group, which won't be that far off, given things. Yeah. Alright, so either way, let's go ahead and let's let our armies move along from province to province. These guys are out of the fight. It does look like we're about to attack them. That should be... Oh, okay, that province goes all the way around here. I did not realize that was a... I did not realize that that was a singular province. Huh. Alright, 17 development, very nice. We'll definitely have to eat that at some point. But either way, let's go ahead and cut out some of their allies. We will need... Oh, actually, you know what? Let's go ahead and fabricate a claim on these fellows. It looks like that is sufficient. Nothing else can be done for now, so we'll wait a couple of days as the diplomat returns, and then we will peace on out this nation. So, what do we want to go for? Well, it looks like we got no money or anything sorted out. Alright, let's go ahead and force their religion. That's probably ideal. We'll go ahead and take all of their cash. What do we need? Length... Occupied and besieged. We've got 139 reasons. We need another 31. Current peace offer. Too expensive. Length of war. Military strength. Exceeding... You know, I am somewhat tempted to just drop this. If we go down... Hang on a second. Can we go down to nothing? All the money goes away. Alright, then just not willing to be forced with the religion yet. You know what? I don't see us being able to attack them nor occupy anytime soon. Let's just go for the money. The money shall be sufficient. Yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll take that. We'll take war reparations too. That will be rather good. Do we want to go and do anything else? Well, no pillaging will help us build up our position. So let's get them to... I don't know, let's just farm some prestige. Yeah, we'll get them to drop some alliances, or, you know what, that's good enough. That'll do, yep. We'll set that demand. Extra 30 ducats in our coffers is a good thing. Go ahead and weaken the enemy alliance. Some solid holdout right there. But they're not going to make it. Even with that -3, we can still absolutely stack the bodies. Fantastic news for us. They're going to retreat. They're pretty broken, low on number, and not exactly high morale. So our friends should be safe. Although, oh, wait a second. They've taken attrition. Of course, so they're actually not making any progress there. We really should help them out. As for you guys, yeah, let's make sure that we go ahead and cut down Ottawa's army. That might make them a little bit more amiable to peace. Alright, let's check in and see how the numbers stack up. We have ever so slightly better morale, not by much though, and tactics are the same. Okay, these guys are doing decently, and they have defense as well. Oh, wait a second. No, never mind. It all pans out. Alright, that's all good. Do we want to go ahead and quickly... Yeah, I think we go ahead and we march up there. Let's see. Can't make progress here. Not going to really make progress there. Alright, well... In a little bit, maybe... Oh, you know what we could do? Oh, I was about to say maybe we march a single 1,000 stack up over here, but then I realized we could possibly get attacked along the way, and I guess that just may not be ideal. Let's see, it's in woods, they will have the defensive. Does this technically count as blockaded? No. Okay, so blockade isn't a needed thing because this is just a lake. That's not really adding too much to them. You know what? I think it might be worth doing. So, let's go ahead and shift consolidate. We will then take 1,000 men. That leaves 3,073. And you there. We're going to go ahead and march on up and provide some lovely assistance to our allies in, well, a subject in this. Alright, so we're moving on up. It looks like we're going to regroup. We should be able to cause them significant losses. You're about to land, let's see, in the 16th. 981, you know what, that's pretty close to full strength, and that should be good enough. We will get a crossing penalty, but I think that should work. Yeah, they may not be able to withstand the fight. Let's just double check. Yeah, they've got the -1 because we have the benefits, so I guess that's not terrible. Knowledge sharing has been ceased. Okay, well, you know what? We'll go ahead and we'll sort that out. We still are outnumbered, but it looks like we're holding our own, which is fantastic. Let's see. Diplomacy. Economic. Let's go ahead and see. Offering knowledge sharing. Who would pay the most? 0.23 per month is not too shabby. We have 0.13. That is less decent. Oh, okay. You know what? Fine. You there. We'll go ahead and start sharing again. Oh, can we hold out? It's going to be a close one. Oh, and we lost. Alright, so we actually, yeah, we lost fairly equal numbers there. A little bit unfortunate. That does give them a bit of progress there on the overall goal there. Kind of annoying, but it's not the be-all and end-all. Yeah, we'll just have to piece out the others. Alright, so we are making progress over here with our allies. We'll get a little bit of war exhaustion from this, but again, it's not terrible. Let's see, 30%. Yeah, if we can go up and stack wipe that 1,300, that would be incredibly nice. Can we catch you out? In fact, you know what? We'll go ahead and step across and we'll retake this. In fact, can we catch you? Yes, we can. Alright. They're not going to regroup. That'll be fine. If they try and march through there, we should be able to catch them. It looks like they're going the long way, which is probably advisable. Alright, so we did technically lose the war goal, but that is fine. We'll go ahead and start spying on these guys once again, just to speed up the process. So that is all of our war enemies. Oh, wait a second. Oh, an uprising. Always at the most inconvenient moments, hey? Sure, we'll go ahead and we'll crush them, and then we'll do a quick turnabout. Let's just double check. We are spying on you. We're spying on... Oh, hello. Yeah, we actually don't need to be spying here anymore. Let's cancel that. And then... Ottawa. Alright, you're the guys who we need some spies for. Alright, well, that'll do nicely. Establish a penal colony. Let's see. Unrest, extra local settlers, lose some admin power. Let's go ahead and set it up. What could possibly go wrong? Actually, hang on a second. Oh, that's this one here. Yeah, an extra 10 per year, 55 to 65. That's not too shabby. 31% chance for new settlers. I'll take that. That works out well. Alright, so what have we got here? We have 14% on this siege here. That should break down the strength of alliances relatively soon. These guys are doing okay. And oh, bother, I forgot to consolidate our regiments. That is not what we want to be doing. Yeah, okay, we're definitely losing this one. Oh, we cannot retreat just yet? Okay, there we go. Alright, so again, not ideal. We're losing far more men than we probably should. Colony has been damaged. Wasted money, but alright. We'll go ahead and we'll send them back again. We'll get there in time. It's just a matter of figuring all of this out. Again, money is going to be a little bit lost as we are... as we are trying to... what do we call it? As we do try to reinforce, but we should be fine. I am somewhat tempted to call in our ally just for the sake of calling them in. You know what? Why not? We'll cause a little bit of extra trouble. That'll be fine. Let's go ahead and... where is this? We want... Not the military access. Trade for favors. Hang on a second. Call to arms. You should be at the... Oh, right at the top. Alrighty-o. Come on. Join on in. It's about time that, yeah, you saved us a little bit of manpower. Alright, so, good government policies. Hip hip huzzah. Oh, free stability, government reform, or money? Well, 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 you know what? Money isn't as bad as it once was. I'm thinking we make the most of this here. We're going to spend a good chunk of this here. We'll boost up our stability. This shall give us a grand profit of extra global trade power, some national unrest reduction, extra taxes, missionary strength. less corruption, and better institution spread. Alright, all good things. We have a decision, religious sacrifices. Oh, stability is at least 1. Stability cost modifier goes down an extra yearly prestige. I think this is phenomenal. Let us begin the sacrifices and start with our enemies. That sounds quite ideal. Alright, so let's see. Not making progress there. We need some more manpower to arrive. You are sorting that out splendidly. Let's march you back over there. As soon as you get out of the territory, we will piece them out. Make sure that we do not have any more strength of alliances than we desire. Let's see, what can we do? Force religion, yes. Money, also yes. War reparations, maybe not. It's close but no cigar, it's fine. Let's just say hello to all of the money. Do we gain it all? Hang on a second, let's check. We'll get 23, so, you know, we've lost 1.8 ducats from having called in our ally, but you know what? I think it'll probably be worth it. Alright, so that is that. You're heading on down here. We'll start making progress there. We are going to be recuperating our strength, which will be fine. They don't really want to attack us right now. We do have fairly comparable numbers, except as things continue, we will be much, much stronger. We can invest in new technology, but again, we are going to hold out for just a little bit more. Oh, we could even get some cavalry. Better tactics, better combat width, infantry fire, infantry shock. Yeah, that's a very nice tech for us. We'll hold off for... We'll give it another month. We'll Actually, you know what? Let's make it another 2. Yeah, they know that there's a fight coming here. Alright, hold your horses. Wait. Are our friends fighting in bad terrain? That's actually our subject who's fighting with a negative modifier. You know what? You can lose if you so desire. Yeah, we'll give that a month. Let's see. Who is traveling where? Well, we can catch them, so I guess we will. 2nd of August? That seems perfect. We can even get a nice reinforcement tick. There we go. We'll quickly pause and shift consolidate just to be safe. Alright, so we're making progress there. Making progress in Ottawa. Now let's march on forwards and see what kind of damage we can cause. Yeah, these guys are definitely outflanked, which is excellent. We've got strong regiments. They're probably slightly weaker. There we go. Those are the kills we kind of want to see. They're retreating. Let's march. You know, I don't know where you guys are going. You are the leader, so I suppose you'll probably be heading to your capital. Let's go ahead and make our way back up there. We do need to retake these just to make sure that we are not taking excess war exhaustion. That would be less than ideal. And so hopefully we can go ahead and get that sorted. So let's go ahead and speed things up just yet again. No point in wasting too much there. Let's move you... Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll take these back one at a time. We should probably get an army over here as soon as we are able. Hopefully we can just take this fort and shuffle them across. Again, we do not want the natives to ruin our perfectly good settlement this early again. Alright, spy network's going well. Working on that. That's probably not necessary. Let's recall. And, yeah, let's go ahead and speed things back up again. Alright, 42%. Nope, not quite. Let's see. What about a 57% chance? How does that sound? Although, you know what? These guys are about to get a reinforcement tick. There's not that many of them. It is in hills. We'll cross a river. We outnumber them pretty substantially. Yeah, they'll only go all the way up to 4,000. We'll have an extra 1,000. You know what? It's fine. We'll just leave this for a second. We'll just make sure that we're not taking that war exhaustion. That'll be fine. Alright, so 57% is apparently not enough. Alright, we're fully reinforced. They are 2 theoretically, although maybe that's a new unit. Alright, if they so desire. They've got minimal manpower. We are technically superior, so we should be all good. Let's see, 68. Can we embrace tech just before? I'm tempted almost to take a loan, but I think we'll leave it be just for the second. Yeah, there we go. Destruction there. That is excellent. There goes the siege of Ottawa. We'll get you marching back towards our friendlies. In fact, you know what? Let's not even bother. We're going to go ahead and get black flagged, and we're going to take a shortcut home. Alright, so I've gone ahead already, and yeah, we've got a peace deal in motion. So 40 ducats. Most of that goes to us. We have also gone ahead and forced their religion and taking war reparations. That will be perfection. Let's go ahead and send that demand. Adios to you guys. We can now embrace an institution as well, which we will. Less construction cost and development cost. Absolutely phenomenal. Let's embrace no debts to pay. We can even go ahead and... well, you know what? We could get ahead on technology and gain... Oh, wait, no. And not ahead of time. Okay, well, I guess we're saving up power. Good thing we saved as much as we did earlier. Let's pick up the military tech as well. That will be phenomenal. And then I guess we're going to be waiting on the workshops for a bit. And then let's deactivate these. Let's maybe head that back towards trade power. Yeah, let's protect trade. That'll be fine. The cost is particularly... small, so that's not an issue there. We'll just go ahead and we'll go with no edict. That'll be fine. Alright, and so now we only have one enemy engaged in this war. Oh, and hang on a second. There we go. And that will be these guys. They have next to no army. Yeah, there we go. 2,000 men. A little bit of manpower, but we've already got the siege. You have... Oh, it looks like Ottawa has already decided to travel. Alright, I guess we are going to walk the long way around. And a treatise on natural philosophy. Extra innovativeness could be good, loses some loyalty, or we could call up blasphemy and get some tolerance of the true faith. How are we doing as far as our stability and unrest and all that jazz is concerned? National unrest is not that bad. No. All in all, war exhaustion is our biggest issue, which we're about to be done with for a bit. So I say we go ahead and lose a little bit of loyalty. Yeah, it can't be used again for another... Oh, wait a second. 6 months? This could get a little bit annoying, but you know what? It's fine, I suppose. You know what? One innovativeness is really not going to help us. Losing that of the tolerance of the true faith. We won't allow the blasphemy. We'll go ahead and we'll make the best of what we can here. Again, if we have to fight fewer estates when we seize our land back again, probably the better. Alright, so let's see. Making progress there. That is excellent. They're trying to siege down our subject, which will not harm us. We are hemorrhaging... Not... Actually, you know what? I won't even call it a hemorrhage. We have a slight bleed to our finances, but again, nothing severe there. We've got spy network on these guys. You guys are no longer required. Let's go ahead and... What can we do? Well, can't spy on these fellows. I'm not able to get any more claims against them, although theoretically... Hang on a second. We gain 5 per month. Never mind. I was about to say maybe some spy network could be good there for claims next to claims, but I guess that will not be the case. Alright, so let's go ahead and just work on boosting up our manpower for a little bit. We definitely made a few less than ideal calls. So we'll go ahead and we'll manage our manpower a little bit better. And then, there we go, there's another good battle. Besieging that, that will do nicely. Are we going to have to take a loan? Please don't say yes. Can we cut down on anything? Colonial maintenance? Maybe. Our loan size has increased to 66 ducats. You know, that's actually not bad. The fact that we're almost, what, 2/3 of the way to a building is pretty solid. That would be good. You know what I think we do here? We're just going to go ahead and chill out. Let's go ahead and maybe we do take some burger loans. Yeah, if we go ahead and check out our burger loans, that should give us a little bit of extra loyalty. We might even be able to avoid any uprising. That'll give us enough money. We can get a third colonist up and running. That would be good. That would be very, very good. Alright, you know what? I think that might be the plan. Losing only 0.21 per month. I think we are relatively sorted. Yeah, we can summon a diet, which we could also go ahead and do. Let's see, manpower, we want that there. Yeah, I don't think that there's too much else for us. When can we declare war on you fellows? Well, actually, we can attack at any time, although that will eat into our administrative power. I guess technically that would give us a little bit more land and all, but again, I'm not sure if that's really what we need right now. We're reinforcing our men. We're doing pretty good. Oh, we've got a merchant defecting. So let's see. Mercantilism. Oh, that'll lose us some trade power, but that's not a terrible trade. Extra trade efficiency and institution spread. Again, a little late on that one. Oh, fun. I think we're just going to lose out on a little bit of cash. It just is what it is. Yeah. Alright, well, it's not fantastic, but it could be a whole stack worse. Marital bliss. Alright, well, that is good. That means production efficiency, half price. That's pretty good to me. Yeah, I think we can work on that. In fact, hang on a second. That would be, instead of improve relations, he is currently, what's this? Is he half price? Yeah, 50% cheaper. So are you. You're 55, so you know what? You're not really too long for this world. I think maybe for now we just keep on employing for a little bit. And we'll get to the rest when we get to it. Do we also want to maybe turn off war taxes? No, we need the money right now. You know, all things considered, we should be fine if we maybe cut down on our expenditure here. There we go, 0.02 of a ducat. We do theoretically need a little bit more, but we do have the manpower. We should be able to fight off the natives fairly safely. We should make progress because it's about the amount of men we have there, not necessarily their morale. And I guess we can outcamp them because they do not. They definitely do not have the manpower to be able to fight back. So that is perfect for us. The only trick would be if they get some rebels of some variety. If we have a look at their province, we are looking at a grand total of minus 6.5. So yeah, we're not even worried about that right now. War exhaustion is going to boost on up. Yeah, that'll be fine. But either way, we'll leave that be. Looks like we've also got some land theft where people can gain or lose with the estates. Alright, hold your horses. What have we got here? So, nobility would lose 15. That's not great. The nobility would gain 15. Okay. Both of them will lose the loyalty. Well, that's just the worst side. Okay, well then I suppose maybe we go with the Godar, although, oh, you know what, that manpower recovery speed, that would be good to boost up. I guess we side with the nobility. Let's see, we're at 48%. Hopefully it's between these guys, but I doubt that that's the case. Yeah, we lost the percent. Alright, so we are going to have a little bit of issues. Although, you know what? The diet should fix that. So, you know what? Not the be-all and end-all. That'll be fine. We'll go ahead and, yeah, we'll wait for this quick siege here. And then we'll see what the estate agenda looks like. And there we go. That is that. Let's peace on out. Unconditional surrender. We will take all of your money. We will force your religion and war reparations, as well as your land. That is very good. Wait a second. Is that what we want? 13 development? Well, we're not going to annex them, so... Oh, sorry. Yes, we're forcing their religion, but that will only help us in the future expanding. We're still going to have to pay for this, but you know what? It is what it is. I think that's hard to beat. Let's go ahead and accept. That'll be that. Alright, so war is over. Hip hip huzzah. We can now go ahead and 4%. Yeah, 24 to core it. That's not bad. Let's see. Oh, wait a second. No, we don't get all the dev. I guess they took it with them. Alright, well, at least that makes it cheaper. Yeah, we do have a claim, so I guess that is what it is. 35 months will take a bit. Unrest is going to be... let's see. If we drop our war exhaustion... It's not going to change too much there. If we try and convert it, that'll take 101 months. Ay. Yeah, and we would also need to change... We would also need to convert this once we colonize as well. Alright, so for now, I suppose we will just go ahead and call that for the moment. We will go ahead and... Oh, we can have another decision. Encourage divination. Less... more stability unrest, but less national unrest. You know what? We're not really planning on spending too much on stability and whatnot. You know what? It might make our lives a little bit easier. We'll go ahead and pick that up. We'll also go ahead and, before we seize the land, we will summon a diet. There we go. Everybody is going to be placated. Let's seize the land. There we go. Over 50%. We finally gain a little bit of extra reform growth, reform progress growth of 20%, extra absolutism, and in the future, I'm expecting it to be taxes. Alright, so, oh, I just noticed the time. Let's quickly pick up this, and then I think we'll call it. So, we have an agenda. So, the Godar, they are asking us to build a temple in such a province, which I'm definitely not trying to pronounce. That will give us a fairly measly sum of money. I don't think that's acceptable at all. Yep. Oh, you know what? Oh, I'll take that back. 0.06 isn't the... It's not the worst. The nobility, what do we want there? That would be a cultural issue. What are you going to give us? Extra production. That is in... It's not terrible. It is in a state, so that's not bad. Culture conversion cost would also be decreased. What would this currently... Hang on a second. If we were to do this, that would be 28. That would go down to 26. I suppose it's probably going to pay us back. And then, yeah, we'll gain extra production and loyalty for the nobility. But again, they're not exactly... in a bad way right now. And then, of course, there is the merchants. Ooh, more settlers. So let's have a look at that. We need this province, 5 development. Pretty easy to take. That would be an extra 5 colonial enthusiasm for another 10 years. Extra 5% global settler chance. Global settler increase by 25. And, yeah, well, that's pretty easy to sort on out. Yeah, colonize or have a colonial subject fully colonize any province. But that's very easy for us to do. Alright, well, you know what? That'll boost up our loyalty with the Merchant Guild, and they are pretty far behind. yeah, I think this is the overall best choice. We get free development when we finish doing these things, so it is well and truly worth it to me. And that is where we're going to call it, and we'll pick up with this in the next one. So if you do want to see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. It is the best way to catch all future content, and I'll see you next time. So until then, thank you for tuning into the Leviathan Cove. This is the Leviathan, signing out.